guys, so it's been a few days since my last video, and I wanted to make one today about this milkshaking phenomenon that's going around, where members of the far right, the hard right, fascists, racists, whatever you want to call them, they're being milkshaked. They're having milkshakes thrown at them by people in protest. And I keep having this conversation, and I've had it with a number of people now, where they say milkshaking someone isn't acceptable, it's a form of assault, it's not acceptable, it's not okay, and we should actually debate these individuals, invite them onto our shows, onto our stages. We should debate them, engage them, defeat them with debate, rather than throw a milkshake at them. Normally I'd be inclined to agree. I do not believe in assaulting or throwing a milkshake at somebody purely because their political view is different to yours. However, these aren't people who just have objectionable political views. These are people who have said horrendous things, advocated horrendous things, made fascistic statements, racist statements, and then they're wondering what happens when someone throws a milkshake at them. In case you didn't know, 70 years ago we had a war over this idea. We went to Germany, to France, all over the planet, and we fought a war. It came very, very close to ending up on our shores. We fought a war over, is it okay to demonise and discriminate against the people based on where they're from, or their race, or their religion, or their ethnicity. Spoiler alert, in case you missed that particular class in history at school, we won. We fought the war. We fought for 5 years. Millions of our soldiers and our civilians died in that cause, for that cause, in the name of that war. Hitler shot himself in the face. We won. Fascism is not okay. It's not okay to say you want to ban Muslims from coming to the country. It's not okay when Tommy Robinson makes a shouty video like I'm doing now, and he's standing in an area with a high Muslim population and he's saying there are enemy combatants in all of these houses. It's not okay when he says things like little Packy drives a car. It's not okay when he stands ready to take the stage and the man before him screams into the mic, "Send the black cunts home." Everybody watching cheers in approval. This man passes the mic to Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson does not say a word. It is not okay for the leader of UKIP, a mainstream political party, to make rape jokes about a sitting MP. That's not okay. These things aren't okay. It's not acceptable. It's fine to criticise Islam. Perfectly fine. It's one thing to criticise a religion, Islam, its teachings and the way it's implemented in certain places in the world. It's another thing entirely to discriminate against and bully a group of people purely because they follow that same faith and mind their own business. Tommy Robinson had no idea whether the people in those flats where he was shouting and screaming were actually Islamists, whether they even supported Islamic extremism. He had no idea. All he knew was they were Muslim. That's all he knew. And his supporters harass pregnant Muslim women. They rock buses where Muslim females are driving and scream abuse at them. In fact, it's normally women. I don't know why these bullies, these bully boys, are so fond of picking on women. And they do all these things. It's not okay. Not okay. So when you get milkshaked for saying these things, for making rape jokes, for saying Muslims are inherently violent and cruel purely because they're Muslim, and you wonder what happened when someone milkshakes you, no more than you deserve. No more than you deserve. Nigel Farage, for me, was on the line. He's corrupt, he's greedy, he's a total bastard. But I can't see anything that he's actually said that has been explicitly anti-Muslim, explicitly racist. There's that rumour that people started quitting UKIP because he complained about nig-nogs in his party. If you can verify that, go ahead and leave a comment. And if anyone can verify that, then I will give my full approval to the Nigel Farage milkshake incident. But Tommy Robinson, Benjamin, all these other ones being milkshaked, good on you, people. Good on you. These people don't deserve a platform. They don't deserve to be debated and listened to. We had a war over it. Fascism, racism, it's not okay. Go ahead and throw milkshakes. Go ahead and throw them all you want. Throw ice creams. Throw a fucking Knickerbocker glory for all I care. These people do not deserve to be debated. Now, if these people were merely conservative, if they were merely right-wing, I wouldn't support milkshaking them. if it was someone milkshaking Theresa May, I wouldn't support it. Or David Davis, or someone like that, I wouldn't support it. Boris Johnson, I'll give you a pass, because he's made a number of racist statements where he's laughed about dead Libyans. He said black people have Piccadilly smiles. He said that black people have lower IQs. His burqa comments about the letterboxes and ninjas. I'll give you a pass on Boris Johnson. He deserves to be milkshake. Fascism is not okay. You advocate these violent beliefs, and then you wonder what happens when someone milkshakes you. Now, we all know where fascism leads, and if you don't know, go to your nearest airport, Heathrow, Stansted, Gatwick, whatever it is. Get on a plane, you're going to Poland. When you get to Poland, there's a lovely little town called Krakow, and they will show you exactly where fascism leads. They will show you. That's where it ends. That's where people like Tommy Robinson, James Goddard, Carl Benjamin, Danny Tomo, people like that, that's where their ideology takes us. We fought a war against that kind of thinking, against that kind of rhetoric. So if you're out on the streets preaching it, expect what happens. Now, you preach about free speech. Everyone's got a right to free speech. Yes, of course you do. It's a fundamental part of our society. You're entitled to preach whatever you want, to have whatever opinion you want. You can get a megaphone, get some banners and some placards. You can go out and preach about how all dogs should have their noses cut off. Preach about how all children under the age of 5 should be thrown in the river. Preach about how anything you fucking want. Anything you want. That's your political right. But when you preach shit, when you use this freedom of speech, it does not protect you from repercussions for what you say. So when you say ban Muslim immigration, or there are enemy combatants in all these Muslim houses, when you say little Paki drives a car, when you say these things, when you say you wouldn't even rape Jess Phillips and things like that, someone throws a milkshake at you, that's on you. All free speech means is you can say whatever you like, and the government cannot censor you, cannot legally put a ban on you speaking. That's all it means. So keep throwing milkshakes at the fascists. Keep at it. Good work. In fact, stop throwing milkshakes, start throwing bricks, because that's what our grandfathers did. We defeated Mosley, we defeated Hitler with bullets, and we defeated the National Front in the 70s. We will defeat these scumbags. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.